Here now, a 3rd and 20.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
Now it's Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Daxton Hill was right there to break up that play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Daniels looking to throw.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. On the return is Jones. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
11.
In motion left goes a tight end. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow, flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Washington on third down.
No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Sam Hubbard in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Come on. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's another Bengals first down.
11 MT.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike, eluding the pressure right.
And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
11 Thomas. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Second and 9.
Here we go.
At the Commander's 9-yard line.
That.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Ready?
To the air goes Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That's caught left side by Simmons.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that touchdown reception, number 23 for him on the year. It's going to tie him with Randy Moss for the most touchdown catches in a single season. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.